Hello everyone, welcome to an algebra tutorial video. We're working our way through a series about exponent properties. In this video, we're going to look at the zero exponent property, which, as you probably guessed, involves the word zero or the number zero in an exponent. Okay, here we got a couple examples. Let's take a look at what's going on. We got 4 to the third power, and I'm dividing it by 4 to the third power. Well, in one hand, I can look at this and I can say, okay, that's 4 times 4 times 4 on top. That's what 4 to the third power means. Then I got 4 times 4 times 4 on the bottom. We've looked before with the quotient property. 4 divided by 4 turns into 1 times 1 times 1. So really it should equal just 1 times 1 times 1, which is just 1. Another way to think about it is 4 times 4 times 4 is just 64. So I could really rewrite that whole thing. 4 to the third is 64 on the top and 64 on the bottom. And we know that any number divided by itself equals 1. So there's a couple ways of showing, either by division or by just simplifying the exponent, that 4 to the third divided by 4 to the third is 1. However, let's think about it a different way. We know that with the exponent property, if I have division with the same base, the quotient property says I can subtract the exponents and get the result. So 4 to the third divided by 4 to the third should equal 4 to the 3 minus 3 power. Well, 3 minus 3 equals 0, so that should equal 4 to the 0th power. Now here's what mathematicians have to wrestle with. This is true. 4 to the third divided by 4 to the third equals 1. We've shown that twice. But then we've also shown that 4 to the third divided by 4 to the third equals 4 to the 0 power based on the quotient property. We need to reconcile these two things. And so what mathematicians have done is they've defined anything to the 0th power is going to equal 1. Let's take a look at another example at that. Let's look at x to the 7th divided by x to the 7th. So I can rewrite it as x times x, 7 times. That's expanded form. It's divided by the same amount of x's on the bottom. And I also know that each set of x divided by x is 1. So that's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, because any number divided by itself is 1. So x to the 7th divided by x to the 7th should equal 1. But if I use the quotient property, x to the 7th divided by x to the 7th should equal x to the 7 minus 7, which is x to the 0. So not only does 4 to the 0th power equal 1, but x to the 0th power also equals 1. So here is the 0th product property. Any number b, or any variable b, to the 0th power is going to equal 1. Just by definition of how we use the quotient property of exponents, and the fact that any number divided by itself equals 1. Okay, hopefully that makes sense for you guys. It was a good explanation about why anything to the 0th power equals 1, and you can use it as you're working with expressions that involve exponents and simplifying exponents.